All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Cleveland Browns. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
180! 50! Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On first and 10, Mayfield. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Throwing again, Mayfield on second and 10. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. On 4th down, the Browns hand things over to the veteran Britton Colquitt to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
We play to win. Let's go.
Ready, set.
Mike 57. Mike 57.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Recon, 132 fighter. I'll go. You're scared. Hey, Echo. Big grip.
Morris on first and 10. Oh, he shifts past him. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's 3rd down.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Charlie.
58, right?
Blue draw Corker.
Mike 58, right there. Check. Switch.
Go.
Off play action. Morris. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Landry. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here's Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Protein spill.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Going deep here for Landry. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He was looking for Landry that time. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, That's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
2nd and 9 now. Morris fighting. He lost the football. And he's got some space here. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Okay, ready?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He wasn't ready. Go.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ready?
Now Morris on first down. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
Here's Morris throwing again. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Morris now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here.
Team 6.
To throw is Morris, operating from the gun. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, check right.
Morris, back to the air on second down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Stop your whining.
Come.
Throwing on 1st down. Morris. That's complete to John Ross. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive. Has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Alpha.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Mike 55.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Morris. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Morris going deep downfield for Ross. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Morris. From the gun, he'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Landry now on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. 54.
Throwing. Mayfield. Flushed out right.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Kings. Hey, Echo.
Watch the pass. Hey, Mike.
On third down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Hey, Charlie.
Here's Mayfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
50. Mike 50. Double dog. That's the way.
Go.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
55's my guy, 55. What we got? Shift.
Hey, exit. Ready.
Here's Morris. Throwing on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Looking to throw. Morris. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Mike 54.
No gain on this defense. No.
Mayfield now from the 50. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Mike 50.
Alert.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They'll get 34 yards there. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Mayfield being chased out left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Giants take over
Let's go, baby.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just... And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Back to throw. Morris. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
80 weapon. Hey, wahoo!
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. Morris. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Hey, orbit.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Morris now on 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the... And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Greystone travel. 5.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley.
No.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up
Mike's
second
50.
down.
Mike's 50.
Hurry!
All day, defense, all day, all day. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Officer! Watch!
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey! High 7!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run. This is Hunt. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield out to his left. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Flushed out right.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
132 fighter.
Watch the slant. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Hey, Alpha. But I... Big River.
Back to throw. Morris. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Zoo.
To throw is Morris. Operating from the gun. Myles Garrett in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Morris. He finds Ross. Right side. It's complete. A nice pickup there. 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Morris From the gun, he'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Regular.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, flush to his right. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Set, 180. So don't say nothing.
Mike's 50. Come on,
Hey, alert. Hey, Echo. Mike is hurry. 1 touch.
1st down, Mayfield.
You gonna beat me in your nightmare.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Mayfield now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
Alert. Mike 50. Hey, Charlie. Mike 50.
From the gun, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
back to throw. Morris. And he comes back with one complete. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Morris operating from the gun. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey, exit.
2nd and 5. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Morris, throwing on 3rd and long. And able to find Conley. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, 76 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Giants on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all. Let's make these...
Hey, high 7. Now.
Morris now throwing on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Browns, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.